Hello students, now in previous video I complete the Sound of Music part 1 from where we read about Evelyn Glennie, listen to sound without hearing it. Now this one is the first part and today we start our second part, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So before you read, you see, look at this picture. Are you know who are these people? And what instrument they play? So there are some pictures, we can identify them. So students, this one is your activity that you have to paste all the pictures of that musicians with their instrument name. Now think of the Shehnai and the first thing you will probably imagine is a wedding or a similar occasion or a function. When we think about a Shehnai, so first the one thing which we had in our mind that there is a wedding or such type of function is that. In next would it be Ustad Bismillah Khan. When we heard the word Shehnai, the name Ustad Bismillah Khan was strike on our mind. Who was the Shehnai maestro playing this instrument and give the fame to Shehnai. Now from here, in first paragraph, there is said to be that in Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of musical instrument called pungi. He banned it because this sound of pungi is very unpleasant sound. Pungi became generic name for reeded noise makers. So he banned it. But in there some time here is a barber of a family of professional musician. Now who access to the royal palace. He decided to improve the tonal quality of pungi. So he decided to improve it. So he chose a pipe with holes of their body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening these holes, we like that. They will opening and closing those. Now the soft and melodious sound were produced. Now he played the instrument before royalty and everyone get impressed. So the instrument which is different from pungi to be given a new name is there is a story because it was first played in the Shah chambers and was played by a nai, barber. In Hindi we call the barber as a nai. So the instrument was named as Shehnai because first it played in a Shah chambers and played by nai. So how it is the story of how the Shehnai get its name. Now in second paragraph, it tells us about that the sound of Shehnai began to consider auspicious because it is promising to bring good fortune. So this reason it still played in temples and in indispensable components of any North Indian weddings. In the past, the Shehnai was of the Naubat or traditional assembles of 9 instruments found at royal courts. Now the credit for bringing this instrument into the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now as a 5-year, in third paragraph, the story tells us that as a 5-year-old Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near a pond in the ancient state of Dumrao in Bihar. He was regularly go to the nearby Biharji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Cheta, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize. Not like that, this happened to 80 years ago and the little boy had travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna, from the prize of 1.25 kg weighing laddu and the Bharat Ratna. In fourth paragraph, it tells us about that when he was born on 21st March 1916 and belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar. And his grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was the Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur king. So his other paternal uncles was also great Shehnai player. Now the story begins that when he was young boy, he took early music in life at the age of 3 when his mother took him to maternal uncle's house in Banaras. So Bismillah Khan was very fascinated watching his uncles practicing the Shehnai. Soon he started accompanying his uncle Ali Bux to Vishnu temple in Banaras, where Bux was employed to play the Shehnai. So all these things you have to learn in your previous class, in class 8th, the Shehnai master Bismillah Khan, that he learned the Shehnai from his uncle, and his uncle name is Ali Bux. Now slowly he started getting lessons in playing an instrument, and while practicing throughout the day for years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and the bank of river, he became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. And his rags were earlier considered to be the beyond of the range of the Shehnai. So student, you have to read first to fifth paragraph and try to understood the lesson. Thank you.